I hear people talking about dissenter men, dissenter men. Why don't you just center God instead of focusing on the wrong thing? Dissenter men, dissenter men, dissenter men. Think about it. Hello, guys. In today's video, I have a message, and the message is, how do you center God? A lot of people don't understand this, but people keep saying dissenter men, dissenter men, dissenter men. I beg to differ. I would say dissenter. I would say center God. Just center God. That's it. You don't have to center men. All you have to do is center God. And when you center God, you're going to realize that God is within you and you are the embodiment of God. Okay? You are the child of God. Okay? When you center God, you realize that you have to love yourself in order to love God. A lot of people don't even love themselves. That's the reason why they have to dissenter men. Because you don't have to dissenter men. You just have to center God. Because if you keep thinking about, oh, dissenter men, you're going to keep centering men. But when you just forget about dissentering men and center God, you would automatically forget about men and just focus on God. Okay? You don't have to dissenter men. A lot of people don't, because most women have been indoctrinated to always serve men. Okay? Most communities are like that, most especially in the Black community. All you have to do is just center God. That indoctrination will fall off. It would deconstruct by itself. You do not have to force yourself to dissenter men. Just focus on God. Focus on God. And then you would never have to, oh, I just feel like you would never have to talk about that. You would never have to talk about men. Because when you start, it's just like, oh, everybody stop eating chicken. When you keep saying you want to stop eating chicken, you will keep eating chicken. Because the problem you focus on is what you manifest the most. Dissenter men, you would never be able to dissenter men when you focus too much on dissentering men. Why don't you just focus on something else? Center God. And then you realize that centering God is self-love. Centering God is centering self. Centering God is elevating self. Centering God is focusing on self. But when you keep focusing on, we have to dissenter men, you will never move forward in life. You will never be able to dissenter men if you focus on that. Just stop focusing on it and focus on something else. If you say, don't think about an elephant, like they say, right? Don't think about an elephant. You're going to think about the elephant. You're going to continue thinking about the elephant. So don't focus on not thinking about an elephant. Focus on thinking about what you want to manifest. You want to manifest self-love? Center God. You want to be obsessed with yourself? Center God. A lot of people think they can love themselves into dissentering men. No, because when you focus on, oh, I'm going to do this so I can dissenter men, you're going to keep thinking about men. You will never be able to dissenter men if you keep thinking about dissentering men. You just have to focus on what you want to manifest, and what you don't want will get away from you. Because the less you focus on dissentering men, the less you focus on the existence of men. But the more you focus on centering God, the more you focus on the existence of God. And when you focus on the existence of God, there is no how you center God that you would not love yourself. You would automatically love yourself. Because then you realize that the way God thinks of you, you will start thinking of yourself the way God thinks of you. You will start to love yourself the way God loves you. Loving yourself the way God loves you is the number one way to love yourself. That is the most solid foundation of loving yourself. So my message for today is, instead of dissentering men, why don't you just center God? We'll talk more about how to center God in another video. Okay? I'm going to have 5 points for you how to center God. So you stop focusing on what you're not supposed to be focusing on. So all this indoctrination of do this for men, the societal indoctrination, the cultural indoctrination, and all this programming that women have been programmed to believe about men, it will fall off. You don't have to focus on removing it from your life. It would just fall off when you focus on centering God. Okay? So I hope to see you guys in the next video. This will be the end of today's message. The message for today is center God.